You're earning more than you ever have. You've got a proper job, a salary, maybe even a bonus, and yet, somehow, you're still not getting ahead. Every month feels the same. Money comes in, money disappears, and you're left wondering where it all went. Here's the uncomfortable truth. It's not your income that's the problem. It's 5 specific mistakes that quietly drain your wealth before it ever has a chance to grow. And the worst part? Most people in their late 20s are making all 5 of them right now, without even realizing it. And today we're breaking down exactly what those mistakes are, why they're so dangerous, and, more importantly, what to do instead. Before we get into it, if you're in your late 20s, earning reasonable money but still feel financially stuck, this video was made for you. Hit subscribe because every week we break down real money strategies built specifically for the UK, not America, not some generic advice, actual UK tax rules, UK accounts, and UK opportunities. Right, let's get into it. Mistake number 1. Not using your ISA allowance. Every single year, the UK government gives you a gift, a £20,000 gift to be precise. It's called your ISA allowance, and if you're not using it, you're leaving one of the most powerful wealth-building tools in Britain sitting completely untouched. Here's what makes it so powerful. Any money you put into a stocks and shares ISA grows completely tax-free. No capital gains tax, no dividend tax, nothing. Let's put real numbers on this. Say you invest £300 a month into a stocks and shares ISA from age 27, assuming an average 8% annual return, which is historically reasonable for a globally diversified index fund. By the time you're 57, you'd have just over £440,000, tax-free. Now here's what makes this painful. If you'd done the exact same thing outside an ISA, HMRC would take a cut of every gain along the way. We're talking potentially tens of thousands of pounds gone, just because you didn't use the right account. The ISA isn't a cheat code, it's a legal right, and most people in their late 20s either don't know it exists or keep meaning to open one and never get around to it. Open one this week, even if you only put £50 in. The habit matters more than the amount right now. Mistake number 2. Lifestyle inflation. This one is sneaky because it feels like success. You get a pay rise. Brilliant. So you upgrade your flat, get a nicer car, start eating out more. Your lifestyle expands to match your income, and somehow you're still saving the same amount as before. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it is an absolutely silent wealth killer. Here's a real example. At 24, you're earning £28,000. Life is tight, but you manage. By 28, you're on £42,000. Life is comfortable, but because your expenses rose with your income, your savings rate is almost identical. You earned £14,000 more per year and built almost nothing extra from it. Now imagine instead that you'd kept your lifestyle roughly the same and redirected even half of that pay rise into investments. £7,000 a year, £583 a month. Over 10 years at 8% returns, that's over £100,000. Built simply by not upgrading your life every time your salary went up. The rule is simple. Every time you get a pay rise, save at least half of it before you ever see it in your account. Automate it. Make it invisible. Your future self won't miss the extra £200 a month on a nicer flat, but they will absolutely notice an extra £100,000 in their investment account. Mistake number 3. Ignoring your workplace pension. This one genuinely makes me want to shake people. If your employer offers pension contributions above the legal minimum and you're not maximizing them, you are turning down free money. Let's be very clear about what's happening here. Under auto-enrollment, your employer must contribute at least 3% of your qualifying earnings into your pension. You contribute 5%. That's the legal baseline. But many employers, especially larger companies, will match higher contributions. Some will match up to 5%, 8%, even 10%. If your employer matches 5% and you're only contributing 5%, you're getting a 100% return on your money before a single investment is made. There is no ISA, no index fund, no side hustle on earth that gives you an instant 100% return. And yet surveys consistently show that millions of UK workers are leaving employer pension contributions unclaimed every single year. Log into your pension portal this week, find out your employer's maximum match, then increase your contribution to meet it. Yes, you'll see slightly less in your take-home pay, but you'll be building wealth at a rate that would be impossible to replicate anywhere else. Mistake number 4. Keeping too much cash in a current account. Here's something that will make your stomach turn slightly. Inflation in the UK has averaged around 2 to 3% historically. Even in calmer periods, your money loses purchasing power every single year. It sits doing nothing. If you've got £10,000 sitting in a standard current account earning 0.1% interest, you're not being safe. You're slowly going backwards. Now, you absolutely should have an emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of living expenses, liquid, accessible. That's non-negotiable. But anything beyond that, it should be working for you. The mistake most people in their late 20s make is this. They save diligently, build up a decent pot, and then just leave it all in the same account because moving it feels complicated or risky or like something they'll sort out later. Later becomes never, and inflation quietly eats away at it. Here's the simple fix. Emergency fund, keep it in a high-interest, easy-access savings account. Right now in the UK, you can find rates above 4% if you shop around. Check Money Saving Expert for the current best buys. Everything above your emergency fund, invest it. A low-cost global index fund inside your ISA is the starting point for most people. You don't need to be clever. You don't need to pick stocks. You just need to stop leaving money in places where it slowly dies. Mistake number 5, not treating your income as a system. This is the big one, and it's the mistake that underlies all the others. Most people in their late 20s think about money in a very simple way. Money comes in, bills go out. Whatever's left, that's yours to spend. But wealthy people think about money completely differently. They treat their income as a system with a specific job to do. Here's what that looks like in practice. Every pound that enters your account gets allocated before you ever touch it. A percentage goes to your pension, automated. A percentage goes to your ISA, automated. A percentage goes to your emergency fund until it's full, automated. A percentage covers your fixed costs, rent, bills, subscriptions. And the rest, whatever's left, is genuinely yours to spend without guilt. This is sometimes called paying yourself first. And it completely flips the script on how most people handle money. Instead of saving whatever's left at the end of the month, which is usually nothing, you invest first and live on what remains. The specific percentages will depend on your income and circumstances, but a reasonable starting framework for someone in their late 20s on an average UK salary looks like this. 15% into long-term investments and pension, 10% into short-term savings, 50% on needs, 25% on lifestyle and spending. You won't get it perfect straight away. That's fine. The point is to have a system, because a bad system beats no system every single time. Here's the honest truth. None of these mistakes are catastrophic on their own, but together, they quietly rob you of hundreds of thousands of pounds over the course of your working life. The good news is every single one of them is fixable. This week, without earning a penny more than you do right now, open the ISA, increase the pension contribution, move the idle cash, and build the system. Your late 20s aren't too late. They're actually the perfect time because the decisions you make right now will compound for the next 30 years. Start today, not Monday, not next month. Today. If this video helped you see your money differently, hit the subscribe button because next week we're breaking down exactly how to build your first £10,000 in the UK step by step. See you there.